Okay, I'm going to do a second video on stays and talking about how we get them to work everywhere. So first of all, I showed you the technique, the counting game technique of how we teach a sit stay. The second, I want to make it stick. So the three things we have to think about getting a dog to sit forever in whatever circumstance, there are 3 Ds that people talk about. The first one is duration. So we're talking about how long we can get our dog to stay in that position. The second one is distance. That works in a few ways. One, can I ask him to sit and I can move away and come back? Or can he be miles away from me and I ask him to sit and he still sits where he is rather than coming running back to me? And the last one is distractions. Now that's everything. Environment is a distraction. So we all know your dogs will do this in your living room, but will they do it in your front garden or your back garden or in the training school or on Ealing Broadway? I don't know. When you can get your dog to sit for 10 minutes with you out of sight on Ealing Broadway, then I consider your stay to be tip top. If it isn't tip top, it's no matter, but we're always working on it, and I won't stop working on my stays until I can have my dog sit stay on Oxford Street or Ealing Broadway or somewhere crazy like that for 10 minutes without them seeing me. So the first thing we're going to talk about is duration. Now that was the first technique that I taught you in my last video. Go back and have a look if you want to recap. But basically we worked on 1 heartbeat, yes, reward. 2 heartbeats, yes, reward. 3 heartbeats, and so on. And if the dog screwed it up and moved before we wanted them to move, then we went back to 1. The next technique we're talking about is distance. And it's a really simple technique to start with this one. I'm going to ask him to sit, remember with my silent finger of sit, and I'm going to take half a pace, yes, and reward him in situ. I'm going to ask him to sit again, and I'm going to take whole pace. So he didn't do it, he came towards me. So I'm going to make it easier, going back to 1 again, that same principle. I'm going to ask him to sit, and I'm going to take 1 pace, yes, and reward. I'm going to ask him to sit again, and I'm going to take a whole pace, yes, and reward. So we've got 2 now. I'm going to ask him to sit, and I'm going to take 3 paces up. He screwed it up. So we come back, and we put him back in. We could use no if we wanted. We could tell him he's wrong. We could use an But the only thing I don't want you to be doing is threatening him and saying, no, don't, any kind of really punitive sound. I want him to want to be there and want to wait for the reward. That's how you get solid, comfortable behaviours from your dog. So that's how we build it up. And we end up asking for our sit. And we should be able to walk off and come back, and he's not going to do it at all because he wants my treats really badly. Your challenge for your homework for this one is, can you ask him to sit and walk all the way around him? So that's distance to start with. The next one is distractions. So I want to be able to ask my dog to sit while somebody walks past him. So I'm going to ask him to sit, and maybe somebody, my helpful volunteer, yes, can walk past him. He looked, I didn't care. We just rewarded him. This is really good for dogs that jump on people when they want, during greeting and things. If you have to have that person further away, that's great. If you have to have that person nearer, that's fine. So we'll just ask for another one, ask my dog to sit, and we have somebody walk past. He doesn't care. Yes, lovely. Moving forwards, for that distraction one, if you put your dog in a heel position, if that person comes in and says hello, could you want to come in a little bit? Good stuff. So you'll come in a little bit further. Perfect. So you're really, really close. I want Onion focusing on me. Don't have any food in my hands, but I want Onion focusing on me. And how I've done that is just build up little by little, bit of duration, bit of distance until we can get this close and he doesn't really care about the person. If I want him to say hello, I'll say, off you go greet. And then you can say hello to him then. So off you go greet.
Hello.
And then he's going to be happy. Good stuff. Thank you. So that's distractions, duration, and distance that you have to work on, and be imaginative in all the different ways that you can mess about with those.